Okay, guys, here's the top call-outs for the Arnold Classic 2023. Top call-outs are going to be Clarita. He's on the outside. Ramey's on the outside as well. I'm getting this, by the way, I'm getting this video from Nick's Strength and Power. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, definitely give it a look-see, but I'm just going off of what he had for the photos for the Arnold and the call-outs here. This is prejudging. And Clarita's on the outside. He's the smaller of the group. And Nick, you got Samson, Andrew Jack, and Ramey on the outside. Ramey looks pretty thick. His legs look way thicker than everybody else's. But here is the consensus with the video here. At first glance, definitely the center of Samson looks amazing. He's large and in charge here. So I'm not sure if they're going to go with the big... I don't even know. Ramey is thick. He's been winning for a while. Now he's just kind of on a decline. I'm not sure if the judges are looking for that kind of look anymore. They want something new and fresh, which I suspect will be going on here at the Arnold Classic for sure. I think they want something more aesthetic with the bodybuilding community here. And it's unfortunate that Clarita is on the outside looking in, because he's a small guy, but he's got a very well put together package. And Nick Walker is the talk of the town. He is predicted to win this. And just looking at the leg separation compared to everybody else's, this may be the indicator in which Nick wins the show. He's got a lot of good detail and separation in the back, shoulders, and arms, which is very good. Andrew Jack looks really well, is good as well. No separation really in the back hamstrings compared to Nick Walker. So that's kind of what I'm kind of going by. Ramey's kind of washed out in the backside, especially the legs. He's got very thick legs. And his back actually looks better than the Olympia that he did in the past year. It looks a bit improved here, a little bit more harder and denser for sure. So he's definitely got that thickness going on. But Nick Walker's tight, hard, and he's got sort of the grainy look going on, but he's definitely hard for sure. And then Samson just stands out to me. I don't know. It's going to be between Nick and Samson, I believe. Just at first glance. Let's take a look at some other ones. The lat spread, who has the wider back? Let's go back to that really quick here. But it looks like Nick Walker has a nice tight package. Samson could be a little tighter. If he gets rid of some water weight, a little bit of water, and hardens up in the evening for the pose down and stuff like that, he may come out first or second. But I think Nick Walker has it because he's hard and dense. That's just at first glance. Ramey still looks great. However, it looks a little puffy right there. Of course, when he flexes, that's a different story. But yeah, I just don't think, compared to Nick Walker and Ramey, it's definitely not. Ramey's not as hard as Nick or the other guy. So Ramey is definitely going to get third or fourth. But the two guys right here, Samson and Andrew Jack, they've definitely improved. Samson looks great. He's thick. I don't know, man. It's going to be between Nick and Samson for sure. Just looking at it. However, Nick has a different kind of abdominal area than Samson. He's got a little bit better going on in the lat area as well. Obviously, the arms on Samson are way bigger than Nick. But Nick has that complete package, I think, this year. Minus the veins in his legs. It's going to be tough between Samson and Nick. Third, I've got Andrew Jack. Fourth, I've got Ramey. And Clarita, unfortunately, is just a smaller guy, but well put together package. It's just, he's looking at giants, and I'm not even sure if he should be in this one. He may have, I think he won last year's Arnold for a smaller guy in his class. But that's tough. That's a tough one to compete against these larger bodybuilders. But yeah, Nick's separation in the hamstrings is definitely standing out more so. Yeah. Yeah, I think if Samson gets rid of some of that water and gets a little harder, denser throughout the evening, changes some things, flushes out some of that water, I think he'll do fine because he's an impressive bodybuilder, very large, but he has that aesthetic. It's not so Ramey looking. And really, the controversy with Ramey is just the synthol that he's using in his legs and shoulders and who knows where else. But it's pretty obvious we want to move away from that, and that's probably why they're kind of... yeah, so let's take a look at Ramey here real quick. The thighs are definitely overblown, too much sweep in the thighs. I mean, yeah, they're impressive. Yeah, great thighs, but you're injecting them with synthol, and obviously he's been caught with other body parts being injected. Andrew Jacked looks jacked. I mean, the guy looks pretty impressive. He's a little bit smaller, but these guys are very in point. I think Nick just looks harder, well-conditioned. And I think Samson might have a chance for second place. That's just my opinion, guys. I'm just going off of what Nick's Strength and Power has here. I'm not an expert. I used to bodybuild back in the day, so I do have some, idea of what's going on here. Used to be a competitor. So who knows what's going on with this. But I think I have my pick for first place is Nick Walker, because he's been in the social media circles touting that he's going to win and all this other stuff. So that's where I'm going to leave it at now. But Samson is definitely impressive for a bigger guy that's way bigger. His shoulders right here are way more impressive from the back end. That's why I'm like going back and forth with where to go. I'm going to find that. There it is. Yeah. Okay, come on. All right, there it is. So if you look at Samson's shoulders are way rounder than Nick Walker. Nick Walker's got, that's where he's hurting right there, is the rear delt. He needs some of that synthol in there. Definitely, Ramey definitely looks like he's got synthol going on in there. It's all on what the judges are looking for. I think that separation in that hamstring is going to pull Nick Walker through for a win. And however, I'm kind of mixed feelings. Samson might pull through. Looks very impressive, you guys, this year. So we're going to have a new class of bodybuilders coming in. And if they do it next year, the next Arnold Classic or the Olympia, I have my pick for Samson, definitely. I think Nick Walker, a lot of people are like, yeah, Nick Walker needs to retire and all this stuff. It's his last year of competing. Maybe it is. It probably should be. With all the chemicals these guys are using and whatever gear they're on, it's probably a good idea. You can only get so far with this stuff, and then your career's over. Then you got to go on TRT and then maintain all this stuff. And that's why I competed natural through my years of bodybuilding. I just did not want to. I was younger. I had all the energy in the world, worked out crazy, and I enjoyed it. You can do pretty good without gear. And it's like some of these people that get on gear when they're younger or whatever, and their body just does not look right, or they want to improve a certain body part, and they think they're going to do that with performance-enhancing gear. You're sadly mistaken, because if you don't have a good foundation in the first place, you're going to look like crap either way. So you might just train natural take supplements that support muscle and growth and get sleep and get, all the things that you need for muscle growth, and you will look good. Eventually you're going to look good. But everybody wants the fast track and whatever, I guess. But that's it. That's my take on the Arnold 2023. Hope you guys like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, cheers.